So we're here at Heinz's house, and like you can see, it's very organized. These are all the photos. It's about 100,000 photos. Here you see his book, ready to send, and a lot of pictures around, very nice. And here, most important thing, the globe. And behind the globe, you see that Heinz is very organized. So everything is putting into boxes
And analog.
and analog.
Very important.
And here is his
I'm Mr.
commando. And Heinz, you're very organized, and you have these about 18,000 pages of diaries, and you partly rewriting them.
18,000.
18,000, yes. And some of them you are rewriting at the moment. That's what what's you're doing. And you have a lot of statistics.
How rotten something can be, you know.
Oh.
It is, hardly readable.
Yes.
Also, no,
And you have some statistics, like every entry in the country you have been to. So if I ask you, please.
Many aspects of my journey have to be in statistical form.
Yes, so aspects. And for example, if I ask you, how many times have you been to, let me say, Tuvalu? The small.
Oh boy, you're coming up with some. Nobody knows what Tuvalu is.
Yeah, what is Tuvalu? It's Tuvalu. It's a small country in the Pacific
Ocean.
Ocean.
Island in the Pacific, and about in the 90s, when I had seen most of the main countries, I was trying to do. Well, I met these people that were collecting countries, and so you have to at least be in every country that is in the United Nations, and you suddenly find out that there is a country that's called Tuvalu, very in the end of it, very small.
Like
place.
Nauru.
So being in Hong Kong and having rich sponsors there and having some time, so I organized a trip flying to Pacific Islands, you know, and so Nauru was one of them, and the Kiribati was there are many islands out there, and from Kiribati there was an airline coming from the Marshall Islands, stopping in Tarawa and going on to this place called Tuvalu.
Tuvalu, yes.
So that's how I managed to get to Tuvalu, and from there you can go on to New Zealand actually, but
At the moment, it's more like.
So I came back the same way again than the way I went, you know.
I went from Fiji. I think that's nowadays it's like you're going from Fiji to Tuvalu.
It's a big center of flights of the South Pacific. The biggest one is probably Tahiti and Samoa and Fiji.
And what's it called? Nada? The airport?
No, but that's in Fiji is the airport. The airport is in Suva is the capital. And
the other one is called?
Nada.
Nada? I think so. Okay, it's not.
Sometime memory 82 years. Come on, give me a break. Especially normally my memory is pretty good.
Yes.
But
have you been cycling on the what's it called, the airport? There's for landing.
Yeah, no.
Normally, if there's
I was playing football there because when there were no flights, the kids would play football and I played football with them. You know.
That's a social.
But I didn't have my bicycle. I think I didn't take my bicycle there.
No.
This was one. Sometimes those things. It doesn't make sense.
No.
Because it was only in islands, and I was coming back to Hong Kong, and I had a good place in Hong Kong. Because I left the bike in Hong Kong. As far as I remember, I didn't have. When I'm in a country, sometimes I rent a bike because usually there are bikes. You know, but I remember that playing around with the kids and that they were playing football and I'm a footballer, so
that's nice.
So that was on the airfield actually.
But you have like Hong Kong. There was for you.
Picture from Tuvalu made it into a world atlas once.
Yeah.
And so I saw my name, you know, and I saw this picture of Tuvalu.
Okay.
Because there's probably not many pictures around. You know,
that might be.
And I was working with the agent, and so the agent tried to sell the pictures wherever people came to the agent, and so somebody or big agents that need pictures all the time, and so do you have a picture of Tuvalu? Well, I look at find a picture of Tuvalu. Okay, suitable. Actually, a small little strip of land with the end of it where the palm trees, and then end. You know, so you can go by bicycle to the end of it if you want to, but it doesn't make sense because there's only a few miles that you can go on a bicycle. But I'm not a bicycle freak in that sense, because the bicycle is a good thing to have. But if it doesn't make sense, I don't take it. Yeah, people take the bike on top of Mount Everest, because or they want to be the highest. Didn't you tell me about somebody who went to the highest point? Was in Tibet?
More than 7,000 meters. Yeah, he was cycling there.
Yeah. I showed you the book about this guy who did the same. One of the volcanoes, one of the big high mountains in China.
Yeah.
They went up to 7,000 too. Yeah. But you have to go a certain distance.
Yeah.
It doesn't count to carry it up and carry it down, But so they carry it up and cycle down.
And cycle down, yeah.
And they have tires like this,
But Hong Kong has been a base for you for, I think, not for many years, but you have come again and again and again. And I think you had some other, like in the US or Paris.
Well, I have basically big base camps was in London because of the agency.
Yeah.
Again and again. After 1978, it started to become a base camp because it was then when I had the agency. And then Hong Kong, because of good friends there, sponsorships, and a multimillionaire who just would ask me after dinner, where are you going next? Well, it depends on the money. He would give me a stack of money and put it in my pocket.
Nice. Can you give me his number?
Alfred Lee, but he's poor now. When the Chinese took over, because he was immobilian. How do you call it?
Real estate.
Yeah, real estate, and he had bought half of Hong Kong by the time he was almost a billionaire. But
very generous.
So there was Hong Kong. And of course China. Always you need a visa, and so you get 3 months usually, maybe 1 month extension, and then you got to go back. And in Hong Kong it was easy. You just went to the China Resources Building, and there you nobody asked you $10, and you got a new visa for 3 months. In those days it was quite easy,
Yeah.
So then I went in again 3 months later back in Hong Kong. So Hong Kong became not only for China, but because of my friends, it became. And I can probably tell you. Can you just pick it up?
Yeah, just a moment.